So these guys have just been in the river. You can kind of tell there's drippings from Chewy there. So the river is, oh, and Winston's like, calm down guys. You're too hyper. You're too hyper. He's Mr. Referee this morning. Yeah, so the river is fairly high. There is a shore though, which is nice. But, oh, Luna wants to play. Winston's like roughing. Stop having so much fun, guys. Yeah, there's always the fun police. Always a fun police around every time there's fun to be had. No, Jasper's kind of funny. Sometimes he'll bark and there'll be an echo and then he barks at the echo. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, ready to go guys? Yeah, we cooled off a bit. Let's go, Jasper. These two are really, really energetic and hyper. They go in and out of the bushes and they're pretty much running for most of the start of the walk and sometimes throughout the walk. Good boy, Jasper. Yeah. Good boy, buddy. Yeah, so sometimes getting a video of them is just like a flash, like they'll run like that and then into the bushes again. But that's the part that I love about off-leash is they have the freedom to do anything and everything they want as long as it doesn't hurt others or themselves. So it gives them a chance to run and explore like these guys. And it also just gives them a chance to mosey along. Like Winston, he just moseys along with me. Yes, Winston. Sometimes it gives them practice to be the fun police, like Winston's doing right now. Yeah, just lots of opportunities. Good boy. It gives them a chance to hunt, practice their hunting skills while they're here. Sharpen that up because they never know when they'll need to be on their own, these kids, and go hunting for themselves. That won't ever happen probably. But yeah, and it's kind of funny because it reminds me of this one time I posted on Facebook. It was a doggy group, and I said what I did and that I take the dogs to an off-leash park, and that's sort of the focus of my business. I do love this part honestly the most. Second best is probably nap time with my pack. And then, you know, I do love just giving them treats, giving them homemade food. And I love the reward I get from them, of course. They love it. They love me. They kind of honor and respect. And, you know, they know that I take care of them because they're around me, right? So they see that I pick up after them, just things like that. Good boy. Yeah, and so this morning, because Chewy's owner was on vacation, so he was staying with Grandma for about a month, and he's back for daycare. But she said when she mentioned my name to him this morning, he kind of went crazy, happy and excited. And that was so great to hear. I love it when clients tell me that, you know, and I have had a few clients that have said, you know, as soon as they either round the corner close to my house or say my name to their dog gets super excited because they know this is, you know, this is their favorite part for most of them. Even when I sat tiny little Ava, who was so anxious and shy, and like she was only with me for 5 days, but she, holy man, she came out of her shell and she started loving the park. It was crazy to see the transformation in such a short amount of time. Like before, she was just afraid to be out in public, and be around other dogs and around, other people. And man, she completely turned around. She was starting to be okay with people approaching her and petting her. She was okay around other dogs. She actually loved walking instead of riding in the cart that she felt really protected in. It was just really nice. But at one time I was saying that I posted on Facebook saying that I take these dogs off leash, and there were a couple of other dog sitters that I guess they were trying to trash my business and what I do. And they said, well, who would bring a stranger's dog to a park? And I mean, all these dogs started out as strangers to me, right? But I do a lot of training with them, and I don't just bring them to the park and let them off leash. Hello.
They didn't write.
There is an entire process that I go through with them. There's we start with a pre-screen that I do. I send emails to make sure that they have everything that's checked and listed, and then I do a meet and greet, and then I have them over at my house, get used to me. Then we go to a fully fenced park. I see how they are. I do training there to be around me, to train for recall, train for staying with the pack. Yeah, it's an entire process. So it was just funny to just watch people ditch this idea that have never probably experienced this. This is the greatest gift I think anybody can give to their dog. They are animals. They are animals at heart, To us, they are sometimes our little children. I know my first child was a tiny little dog for my ex-husband and me, and we loved him to bits, and he was great. And I think for a lot of young couples, I noticed they start off with a dog, and they're amazing. They honestly, they return the love and loyalty that we give them. But in essence, they're still an animal. They still need to exercise their forelegs and bodies and do what what they were bred to do. So with Chewy here, he is a hunter, and so for him to use his sense of smell, his tracking sense, his running ability, that is just so important. Yeah. So that's why I love the off-leash. Just gives them so many opportunities to socialize, to use their 5 senses. Good boy! And as you can see, they go in and out of the bushes, but they come back to me, and that's part of the training. And that is a must-have that I need the dogs to do, because I can't constantly be calling them and tracking them and watching out for them. They need to do the same to me so that it's a two-way street. Good boy, Chewy. Yeah, good boy, buddy. Good job. Yeah, and socialization with the pack and stuff. So great for them. Good girl, Luna.
Okay.
Good boy, Jasper.
Okay, Penny, come on.
Winston, come here, bud. Over here. Good boy, Winston. Good boy. Oh, that's kind of weird. Those ladies had these spikes on their dog's neck. Maybe their dogs got attacked there. Looked kind of scary to me. Good girl, Luna. Good boy, Winston. Good boy, Chewy. And I do have trackers on them as well, GPS trackers. So in the case that they come out of the bushes, they turn the wrong way and they start hiking, and I start hiking the opposite way, and we're out of earshot, that's when, obviously they can't hear me and can't come back to me. So there's that safety net as well that is honestly super important nowadays, especially for explorers like these guys. Because, you know, every now and then they do come out and turn the wrong way. Good job, guys.